If you have poor circulation in your legs, you've probably already tried a shelf full of supplements and seen little to no real improvement. Cold feet, heavy legs, tingling, numbness, and every new bottle promises miracles, but nothing really changes. Here's the truth most people are never told. Your body does not need 20 different vitamins for better circulation. It only needs 3 very specific compounds in the right form and at the right dose to reopen blood vessels and restore healthy blood flow to your legs. Most supplements fail because they are underdosed, poorly absorbed, or simply the wrong type of nutrient for vascular repair. Today, I'm cutting through all the noise and showing you the only 3 vitamins that actually matter for leg circulation, what form to take, how much to take, and when to take them. And stay with me until the end, because vitamin number 3 only works if you take it at a very specific time of day. Miss that timing and you lose most of the benefit. Let's start with the foundation, the one that works fast and prepares your blood vessels for everything else. Vitamin number 1, niacin, vitamin B3, the cleanup crew. I call this one the cleanup crew because it attacks the 2 biggest problems in poor circulation: narrow blood vessels, thick, sluggish blood. When vessels tighten and blood thickens, flow slows down. That's when your feet feel cold, your legs feel heavy, and walking becomes uncomfortable. Niacin directly targets both problems at the same time, but the form you use is critical, the only form that works. You must use flushing niacin, also called nicotinic acid. Avoid no-flush niacin and inositol hexanicotinate. Those versions do not create the strong vessel opening response needed for circulation improvement. Yes, flushing niacin causes warmth, redness, and tingling in the skin, and that reaction is not a side effect. It is the sign that your blood vessels are opening. That flushing means capillaries in your skin and extremities are expanding and allowing more blood to move through. Dosage: start low and build up. This is powerful, so you must start slowly. Week 1 to 2, 250 mg once per day, taken with food. If you tolerate that well, week 3 and beyond, 500 mg once per day with a meal. This is where many people begin to notice warmer feet and lighter legs. Important: if you have liver disease, diabetes, or take cholesterol or blood pressure medication, you must talk to your doctor before using high-dose niacin. How niacin improves circulation. Niacin works in 2 powerful ways. 1, it widens blood vessels, vasodilation. Niacin triggers the release of natural compounds that relax the muscular walls of your arteries. Think of it like turning a narrow 2-lane road into a wide 4-lane highway. The same amount of blood can now move faster and with less pressure. That means more oxygen and nutrients reach your feet and lower legs. 2, it makes blood flow more smoothly. Niacin also improves blood viscosity, meaning it becomes less thick and sticky. Thinner blood moves more easily through small capillaries, especially in the toes and ankles where circulation is usually weakest. So now you have wider vessels, smoother flowing blood. That combination alone can dramatically reduce the heavy, tired feeling in your legs. Why multivitamins don't help. Most multivitamins contain about 15 to 30 mg of niacin. That amount only prevents deficiency. It does nothing for circulation. For vascular benefits, you need 10 to 20 times that amount, and in the flushing form. That's why so many people say supplements don't work. They were never given the correct dose in the first place. So now we've cleaned the pipes. We've widened the vessels and improved blood flow quality. But there's another hidden problem that keeps circulation weak: stiff arteries. Even wide pipes don't work well if they can't expand and contract properly. That brings us to vitamin number 2, the one that restores flexibility to your blood vessels and removes hard calcium buildup from artery walls. Vitamin K2-MK7, the flexibility fixer. And this is where long-term circulation repair really begins. Vitamin NARU, K2-MK7, the flexibility fixer. Think about a brand new rubber hose. It bends easily, expands when pressure increases, and snaps right back into shape. Now think about an old brittle pipe. Hard, rigid, cracked on the inside, barely letting water through. That is exactly what happens to many blood vessels as we age. Calcium slowly begins to settle inside artery walls, not in your bones and where it belongs, but in your blood vessels. And when that happens, circulation suffers badly. Vitamin K2 is the nutrient that directly fixes this problem. But again, the form matters. The only form you should use. You must use vitamin K2, MK7 form. Do not confuse this with vitamin K1. K1 helps blood clot. K2, MK7 controls where calcium goes in your body. MK7 is superior because it stays active in your bloodstream for many hours, continuously protecting your vessels throughout the day. Dosage, the effective dose is 100 to 300 micrograms per day, mcg, not milligrams. Micrograms. Always check the label carefully. Take it with a meal that contains fat because K2 is fat soluble and absorbs much better with food. What K2 actually does, the calcium traffic cop. Here's the real problem most people never hear about. As you age, calcium begins to drift into soft tissues, especially artery walls. This process is called vascular calcification. It turns flexible arteries into stiff tubes. Stiff arteries cannot expand properly, and stiff arteries mean weaker circulation to your legs and feet. Vitamin K2 activates a protein called matrix GLA protein, MGP. Think of MGP like tiny vacuum cleaners. When K2 turns them on, they find loose calcium in artery walls, bind to it, pull it out of the vessel tissue, send it back to your bones where it belongs. Over time, arteries become softer, more elastic, and more responsive to blood flow demands. This is not an overnight effect, but it is powerful and long-lasting. Why this matters for leg circulation? When arteries are flexible, blood moves with less resistance. Pressure adjusts properly when you stand and walk. Blood returns to the heart more efficiently. Legs don't feel as heavy by evening. This is especially important for people with varicose veins, swelling, cold feet, night cramps, restless legs. Niacin opens the pipes. K2 restores the structure of the pipes. Both are required for real improvement. Very important safety note. If you are taking blood-thinning medication, such as warfarin or similar anticoagulants, you must speak to your doctor before taking vitamin K2. K2 affects clotting pathways and may require medication adjustment. This step is not optional, so now we've widened the blood vessels with niacin, removed calcium stiffness with vitamin K2. But circulation still needs one more thing to stay strong all day long. It needs the body's natural vessel opening signal, and that signal is called nitric oxide. Your body cannot make enough nitric oxide without vitamin number 3, and the timing of this vitamin is the difference between success and failure. Let's move to the final and most misunderstood part of this protocol. Vitamin C, the opening signal. Vitamin number 3, vitamin C, the opening signal. Now we reach the command center of circulation. Your blood vessels don't just open because they are clean and flexible. They open because your body releases a powerful chemical messenger called nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is the signal that tells the vessel walls, relax, open, increase blood flow. And without enough vitamin C, your body cannot produce or protect enough nitric oxide. That's why vitamin C is not optional in this protocol. Best form of vitamin C. For circulation support, regular ascorbic acid can irritate the stomach at higher doses. Instead, use one of these. Buffered vitamin C with calcium or magnesium. Liposomal vitamin C, best absorption, easiest on stomach. These forms allow you to take effective doses without digestive problems. Dosage. You need a therapeutic dose, not a multivitamin amount. 1,000 mg 1 gram in the morning. Optional second, 1,000 mg early afternoon. Total daily range, 1,000 to 2,000 mg. This level is necessary to keep nitric oxide production strong throughout the day. Critical timing. This is where most people fail. Do not take vitamin C late in the day. Why? It can be mildly stimulating for some people and interfere with sleep. Your circulation needs nitric oxide most when you are active and upright, not when lying in bed. Best timing. With breakfast. If taking second dose with lunch or mid-afternoon, never after 5 p.m. If you miss this timing, the effect on leg circulation is much weaker. How vitamin C protects blood flow. Vitamin C does two powerful things: increases nitric oxide production in vessel lining, prevents nitric oxide from breaking down too quickly. That means vessels stay open longer, not just for a few minutes. This leads to better oxygen delivery to muscles, warmer feet, less leg fatigue, reduced nighttime cramping. The circulation trinity, how it all works together. Now you have the full system. Niacin, B3, flushing form. Opens small blood vessels fast, makes blood less sticky, improves capillary flow dose, 250-500 means with food. Vitamin K2 MK7. Removes calcium from artery walls, restores flexibility, prevents vessel stiffening. Dose 100-300 mcg with meals. Doctor approval required if on blood thinners, vitamin C, buffered or liposomal. Fuels nitric oxide production. Keeps vessels relaxed during activity. Dose 1,000-2,000 milliliters before 5 p.m. What results to expect? Days 1-7, niacin flush, mild warmth in hands and feet. Body adapting. Goal, tolerance, and consistency. Weeks 2-6, less heavy legs in evening, better skin color in feet, more stable circulation during walking niacin. Plus vitamin C synergy begins working months 2-4, stronger, more resilient circulation, fewer cold episodes, less swelling and nighttime discomfort. This is where vitamin K2 shows long-term repair effects. Important safety reminders. Niacin, consult doctor if you have. Liver conditions. Diabetes. Blood pressure or cholesterol medication. Vitamin K2, must consult doctor if taking. Warfarin. Any anticoagulant medication. Vitamin C, very safe, but high doses may upset stomach if not buffered liposomal. Poor circulation is not a mystery, it's not bad luck, and it's not something you must accept as part of aging. Your blood vessels need three things: open pathways, flexible walls, strong relaxation signals. Niacin cleans the pipes. K2 repairs the pipes. Vitamin C keeps them open. This is not a pill miracle. This is applied vascular nutrition. Commit to 90 days. Take these at the right doses, at the right time of day, with medical guidance when needed, and you give your body the tools it needs to restore real circulation.